I think inclusion and diversity is a fundamental business imperative. So it's often asked, why would an asset management firm or an investment business even be interested in inclusion and diversity? My answer to that would be, if you don't go out to attract the best talent that you can, who are you missing? If you continue to do what we've always done in the past in this industry, which is to broadly go after white men of a particular social class, that's a shrinking population, and you're missing, if you don't go after, for example, women, you're missing potentially 45 to 50% of the working population that are not being attracted to your business. And there's all the other aspects of diversity that you risk missing out on. The evidence is very strong that those people bring into a business innovation. They bring in different ways of thinking, different perspectives, different experiences, and by bringing that in, you enrich your business in terms of how you're likely to perform, but you also stand a very good chance of increasing your return on investment in the long term. So we looked at who we could go to for help in terms of trying to address some of the problems we were having, particularly in the front office. And actually we were working with one of the partners in the CFA Diversity Partner Programme to look at what they could do to help us, and they suggested that if we became a member, then we could access some of the things that other organisations were doing and learn from them, which is why we signed up. So when I look at what the impact has been of our whole inclusion programme at Royal London, it's starting to flow through now. We're seeing some interesting changes take place. So I was very pleased to see the other day that one of our investment managers, Paola Binns, was identified as one of the top 3 female analysts in the world. I think the other thing probably that we've done, which has been a bit of an eye-opener, is made a fairly radical change around flexibility at work. So we started a little over a year ago to ensure that every role that we advertised was advertised as being available for flexible or job share. Where possible. There are a couple of exceptions to that, but in the main, all roles now are advertised that way. And that's a shift in mindset, particularly for line managers and people managers, to say you have to justify why a role can't be done flexibly. And in doing that, it's changing up what we're doing. So if I was thinking about how individual network members can really make a difference in this space, I think there's probably a couple of things. I think firstly, be an advocate for it. Be active, be positive. Don't be passive, but actually get out there and say this matters to you as an individual. And then challenge the firms that you invest with. You have a role to play in making sure that the people you do business with are reflecting your values. So if you make inclusion part of your own value set, you want to see that reflected in the people that you work with. And then the final thing I think is reach out to like-minded individuals. The whole point of a network is it's a network, and all the other network members are potentially there to support you. Take ideas from them, steal with pride, but make use of what you learn. You're never done with this. The journey never ends, but you can learn a lot from other people's experience.